Hello guys, what's up? This is Mortaza. Thank you so much for joining me in this next episode of our SQL tutorial. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the exists operator, which can be very helpful. Sometimes, it works like joining tables. If you don't know about joins, please go back. I don't know, like 5 to 6 videos back. We talked about different types of joins, right? And when we were talking about joins, we said that using inner join, right, we can connect two tables like orders and tables based on a common field like customer ID, which is a primary key here, and customer ID, which is a foreign key here, and only retrieve the records or the customers in this case who have a corresponding, order in the orders table. Now, in this video, to better, teach you how exists work, right? I am going to do exactly that using this operator. So I want to retrieve only the customers from the customers table who have a corresponding order in the orders table. So if you want to know how you can do that using join, using inner join, go back a couple of videos, like 5 videos, I think. But let's see how we can do it using exists. So exists is an operator, right? It is used to test for the existence of any record in a subquery, right? So using this operator, because this operator exists true or false, right? It returns true when the subquery contains one or more than one records, right? So let's see, we want to get the customers who have at least one or more than one orders, right, in the orders table. So if I say select customers dot customer name and also customers dot customer ID from, this is a code snippet, from customers. If I run this, I will get all of the customers, right? So the customer ID and the customer name, 92 rows, right? But remember, we want to return the customers who have a related record in the orders table. So basically, after the where clause, after the from clause, I can say from, I can say where, and here we need to set our condition. The condition is that the customer needs to have a corresponding order in the orders table. How can we achieve that? We know that the records in the orders table and those in the customers table are linked to one another using this customer ID. So this is the foreign key, this is the primary key, right? So we can work with that. So basically what we need to do here is to check if there is at least one record in the orders table where the customer ID is equal to the customer ID from the customer's order. We are getting the customer ID from the customer's table here. So we can say where exists returns true when the subquery returns one or more than one record. So we're going to say exist select orders dot customer ID from orders where customers dot customer ID is equal to orders dot order ID. And then I'm going to run, and in the output, let me see what we are doing wrong. From orders where from, this should be customer ID, not order ID. Then I'm going to run. And as you can see, we get only the customers who have placed one or more than one record. So the second customer this customer with customer ID 37 and 77. Remember, let me close this. Exists returns true when this subquery returns at least one record. So we are checking the customer ID from customers, right? And what this subquery does is that it will select the customer ID from orders where that customer ID is equal to the customer ID we get from the customers table. So whenever these two are equal to one another and this select returns at least one record, this part will return true. And when this part returns true, that specific customer ID and customer name will be set in the, will be included in the result set. Let me run this one more time. Yeah. And now, what do you think will happen if I set not equal to this? Let me run. I will get all of the customers, right? All of the customers here. I get, let me put equals here. Let me run one more time. This is the customer who has placed an order, the customer who has placed an order, the customer who has placed an order. And if I say they shouldn't be equal to one another, and I'm going to run, and again, I will see all of the customers from the customers table. What is happening here is that for every customer, right, for each customer ID from the orders table and each customer ID from the customers table, if they're not equal, right, so this will happen for some combinations of the records from the customers and the records from the orders. If they're not equal, right, we will see a true here. And when exists returns true, it means that this specific record will be included in the result set. So that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If that's the case, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and stay tuned for the next video.